It happened here on Saturday afternoon at the Houston Street Station platform on the 1 train line. Officers were called here on this holiday weekend for an assault in progress to find 23-year-old Petrit Aliyai with his shirt off and burns. Investigators say a homeless man, now identified as Niall Taylor, threw a flammable liquid on the victim for no reason and took off.
It's horrifying.
Some subway riders like Chloe Leone are on guard when underground.
Hopefully people are traveling in pairs so that they can stay safe. I'm praying for the person who was burned. It's very tragic.
Now, this isn't the first time Taylor has done this. Detectives say back in February, he threw a lit container of flammable liquid at a group of people standing on the southbound 1 train platform at the West 28th Street station.
It's called recidivism.
Repeat offender.
Well, here's where we keep continuing to tell you that there is an increase in the crime in New York City. You know, Mayor Adams is like, no, we have these little things every once in a while, but, everything is all super duper cool in the city of New York. It's safe, on that. We just got a couple of issues. Bullshit. Come on, really? I mean, day in, day out, and this is the reason why we have, these Soros-driven district attorneys and judges that are in New York City, like Alvin Bragg, who has given us nothing but problems. What is he doing now? What is he prosecuting? He's prosecuting Donald Trump on charges that are just like even liberal lawyers are saying, you got nothing. What are you doing? It's just really insane. I mean, you have other people incriminating themselves. Stormy Daniels and Cohen, they've already incriminated themselves. But nothing has been done about them. Plain and simple. But getting into the crime, especially in above and below, we had this just recently. And this was right before the Memorial Day holiday. Man sets New York City subway passenger on fire with flaming liquid, and he is a repeat offender. Second attack with flaming liquid in 4 months. Yeah, this guy needed to be taken, off the streets. They didn't do it the first time, and now look what happened. They put a guy in the hospital with severe burns. But we're going to read this into this. This is out of the Gateway Pundit. Meanwhile, in the Democratic hellhole of New York City, a New York City subway passenger was set afire by a fellow strap hanger on Saturday and ended up with burns on 30% of his body. 23-year-old Petrit Ajad said the assailant, now identified as 49-year-old Niall Taylor, threw a cup of flaming liquid at him on Saturday as he was on his way to see the Statue of Liberty with his fiancée and cousin. Ajar, who is from Albania, told the New York Post that he jumped in front of his fiancée to protect her. I protect my fiancée with my body, he told the New York Post. It turns that Niall Taylor is a repeat offender. NYPD identified him as the same man who threw 2 cans of flaming liquid at subway commuters in February. Niall Taylor was arrested a few blocks later from the scene of the crime at Canal Street and Renwick, according to the New York Post. This is what we're talking about. This is the situation we're talking about. We have people that literally need to be off the streets. These are criminals that will complete to offend and continue to offend. Repeat offenders. You have to understand that. They're repeating what they're doing. But meanwhile, you have district attorneys like Alvin Bragg, who's just letting them go without bail, or the judges are letting them go without bail, not prosecuting them to the fullest extent, which they should be. They're saying, well, they may have problems in the situation. Yeah, they got problems, but they shouldn't be out there. Some of these people are off their meds in some instances. Others, they're just plain crazy and they haven't been to see a doctor at any way, shape, or form. And then there are others that are just pure criminals. Understand this. I mean, this is what is going on here in New York City. It's unfair. freaking believable. But, you know, everyone is saying, well, if this is going on, just leave New York. Everyone's going on, leave New York. Guess what? I'm not leaving New York. I just got myself a new studio here in Staten Island. We're living in a new place, new studios. You know, we're staying. We're stepping down because you want to know something? They would want us to leave. They want us to leave so they could change the city over there because they know these are the people, these are the they call us the malcontents. They call us the clowns, as you know, Governor Hochul would say, because we don't think in their direction. You know, the uneducated. You know, there was a time where you did not insult the voter. You know, the voter cast. Because basically, you know, people who vote for you, you want them to vote for you, you don't insult them. You know, you just bring out what your platform is. If the people agree with you, they'll vote for you. If they don't agree with you, they will vote for the other guy. See, this is the reason why people keep, you know, and you saw the other day with when former President Trump was in the Bronx, and you know, they were criticizing him. Oh, those weren't people from the Bronx on there. How do you know? People are tired of what's been going on. You insulted the people, you know, MSNBC, all these networks, they insulted the people that went there. These are people that work hard and live there. And they say, well, we don't know. I said, well, did you ask anyone? Did you send a reporter in to talk to these people and find out who they are? You know, you have AOC, who doesn't show her face in her districts. You know, you go over to Roosevelt Avenue, you know, the where the hookers are, you know, all those girls that are, you know, human trafficking, all the people that are sitting there with shoplifted material and selling it out there illegally, especially the guy with all the freaking power tools from freaking Home Depot and Lowe's, right there out in the open. This is the criminal element that, you know, that we need to get rid of. But yet our politicians don't want to do nothing of it. So remember that when you go to vote the next time. And I know there are those out there saying, well, I don't like Trump and I don't really like him. Don't, you know, think about who you're voting for. You rather vote in the same situations again? I'm not telling you who to vote for, but still think about that for a minute. Think about who you're voting for, who you're putting up there. Because this is the thing about it is, we have crime in our streets. We got people throwing, you know, stabbing, throwing, you know, Molotov cocktails. You know, that we just had recently, the police were being attacked. There was the guy who was in his squad car. Guy came up with a fire extinguisher and blew it right into the car. And another group on bikes attacked a police officer. See, this is the respect that they do not have. And this is because of the politicians that are in office. And it doesn't matter whether it's on the left or it's on the right or if it's on the libertarian. You need to put somebody in office that's going to do the job that's needed to be done. Not to pretend to say, I've done this, look what I've done. I've closed down 20 smoke shops that were doing illegal business. Yeah, what about the other thousands that are still out there? You got lucky with a warehouse in another video that you ended up shutting down a warehouse that was full of it. And the only reason you caught on to it because someone called in a burglary report. Now this particular guy, Niall Taylor, he's being held on bail. Let's see what happens with this. You know, will justice be served to the situation? Because the guy's in the hospital. The guy's in the hospital with burns. It's attempted murder. Straight out attempted murder. This guy was totally crazy. If you see the videos, that you see him throwing the cans of flame stuff on there. There's a mini Molotov cocktail. So let me know in the comments below. Tell me your thoughts about this. You know, what should be done? I mean, do we need to get rid of all these officials? I think so. It's about time we clean up New York. It's about time that we take the presence to vote the correct people into office. Get rid of all these officials. Get rid of these judges. Get rid of these lawyers. Get rid, these district attorneys that are not doing their job. Get people in there to do the proper job. Change the laws. Change the shoplifting law back to the way it was. Where they practically were arresting everybody. Change the no bail assessment laws that they put into play. Put that back in. They said, well, people can't afford, bail and all that. Well, what's that old saying from that Sammy Davis Jr. movie? If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Think about that for a minute, because they say, well, people need food and stuff like that. There are benefits. I mean, there's SNAP benefits, which is not the greatest in the world on there. There are food pantries. There are many ways that they can get food. But to steal, they're not stealing for food. They're truly not stealing for food, because they're not making much off of it, because they're selling it off to other people to sell on the streets or to ship outside. But let me know in the comments. Tell me about what your thoughts on this. Don't forget to hit that like, share this video, and hopefully today's the day I've earned your subscription. So until next time, thank you for tuning in. Thanks for the support, and bye-bye now.
Thanks for watching, commenting, and sharing this video. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe, as this helps the reach of this channel. Finally, as a content viewer, you have the ability to help support this channel, as new internet laws around the world will diminish our reach and affect our sponsors. If you choose to help, there are two ways listed in the description below. The first link will lead you to a pay site where you can make a monetary donation. The second will lead you to our gear shop, where you can buy shirts, mugs, and other gear. Discounts will be listed on the site. Once again, thank you for watching and your support.